Hello lovely people of the world, President here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Captain Toad Treasure Tracker Nintendo Switch. And my voice cracked during the intro, but I'm gonna keep that in there. Anyway, in the previous episode, we conquered a couple of levels, but none of that matters because we conquered the Cocoa Mountain, Meltdown, whatever you want to call this level, which is my favorite level in the DLC book thingy-majigger ridiculous. But in today's episode, we're gonna be starting off with Flip Panel Panic. So without further ado, let's go! Alright, let's get started. And as you can probably tell from the fact that we're starting off with two trails of these green snake block thingies, this level is pretty interesting for co-op multiplayer. And this is something that I want to talk about real quick because I do have every intention on demonstrating the new co-op multiplayer modes in this game. They added two new multiplayer modes in the Switch version, which we will be demonstrating at some point during the Let's Play. But it's probably not going to be until towards the end of the project, so I'm just going to say that right now. So basically what you want to do is you want to avoid the spiky balls of evilness and just walk around the trails of the snake blocks and things like that. Obviously, just like any other snake block in the Mario series or anything like that, the blocks will eventually go away, so you definitely want to be careful. And you definitely want to take your time, but we can... Man, that was very close. I was about to say that you want to take your time, but you want to be quick about it, which is probably going to be one of the most contradictory things that I've ever said. So we want to go over here, watch out for those things again, and also the secret objective this time around is to complete this level without taking any damage. So if you're playing in co-op multiplayer mode, this will apply to both of the Toads. So let's head over here, and I believe you could use the stunning feature to stop the spike enemies from throwing those things. But the thing is, you're going to need them to activate some of those switches anyway, so you kind of need them to not be frozen forever, for all eternity, or whatever. Let's sort of hit the run button and go, 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 go! You can do this, Captain Toad! You can do this, I believe in you! That wasn't too hard. I really do like that level. It could be a little bit more difficult, because we've seen a lot more challenging levels like that in the main story, but I still really like that level. It's not too difficult, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying. Next up is a crowd capture at Papapuri Town. Alright then, starting off this level, this is probably the most difficult of the crown capture levels, to be completely honest, or at least the one that I have the most trouble with. So what you want to do is go over here, and the thing about this level is you're going to have to complete this level without taking any damage. So the best advice that I could recommend is to turn off your headlamp as soon as humanly possible, because as we kind of figured from the main story of this game, the headlamps are your worst enemy when it comes to sneaking around, because they're going to make it easier for the Shy Guys to spot you and things like that. So that's not very nice at all. So you want to go over here. And another thing I can recommend is to take out the Shy Guys as soon as possible. I believe there's some turnips in this area right here, which is why I'm waiting for a good opportunity. Destroy you, and destroy you. Alright then. So you could also complete this level with the co-op multiplayer mode that involves a second player using the red turnips to help you out and things like that. So that's pretty neat. I don't think it impacts your ability to be able to get the secret objective or anything like that. If I am wrong about that, I'll put a caption on screen somewhere, and if I am right about it, then the caption will say something else, because that's how editing works, okay? So while we go over here, one thing I like to say real quick is, I see a lot of people complaining about the DLC in this game, saying that it's all just basically filler content with something really new or exciting about the game, and I gotta say, for a $6 DLC, what were you expecting? Like, I see a lot of people saying that they should have made this like an actual expansion style DLC pack, and while that would have probably been preferred, like having a completely new DLC campaign or anything like that, you also got to keep in mind that this was a $40 game originally, and like having $20 DLC would basically add like another third to the price. So I think having a budget game, you need a budget priced DLC. So this is why I'm happy with the fact that the DLC is $6, and the price definitely justifies it. It's something groundbreaking or anything like that, but it does offer enough content to justify the $6 purchase. And to be completely honest, they could probably charge like $10 for this DLC, because it adds a couple new levels to it, and it basically adds another third of the game if you don't count the bonus book or anything like that, because it's the length of a regular book from the first two parts of the game. And that's something that's just my personal opinion. I think the price is just fine, and I think the 6 stars is completely justified. Another thing that I have to say real quick is, if they were going to do like a big Octo Expansion style story campaign or anything like that, they probably want to wait until Depths of Dotrice Tracker 2 or something like that. Now, I would love for that to happen. I'm not entirely sure if it will, but to be completely honest, if they're going to add another story campaign or anything like that, they might as well just make it a sequel. But now that we've taken care of all that, we're ending this video off here. Except not really, because we only did 2 levels. Next up, boo spotting on the Fright train. Alrighty then, I'm going to be starting off another level for the Depths of Dotrice Trigger DLC thingy, because that's kind of what we'll be doing throughout the series! Owie! Rude! 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 Alrighty then, so we want to do this around the exact same thing as before. You take out the boos with the headlamps, and 2 headlamps are better than 1. They twice as fun, ask anyone. So, alright, before doing anything else, I want to make sure that we're both fairly close to each other here. Because if we go too far away, then the boos are going to spawn, and they're not going to be very nice. Thankfully, the secret objective is not to take damage or anything like that. The secret objective for most of these boo levels is the same, so that's something that's pretty neat. And we get our first super gem. In case you couldn't figure it out by now, the secret objective this time around is to complete the level with completing all the headlights, or lighting all the torches, or however you want to word it. Because I apparently cannot word things like a normal human being. I am a gator, after all. Alrighty then, let's head over here. Come on. Yeah. And now we can go this way. I really do appreciate these rails that make it easier for you to climb these things without having to worry about falling off the face of the earth. That's pretty neat, and it would have been even more neat if we didn't... Woo! That was really close. I was about to say that it's a good thing that those are there, but then my other toad fell off the thing, and that wasn't very pleasant at all. So, if I were to be completely honest, the boot levels are probably the weakest part of the DLC for this game. Now, I'm not saying things are bad or anything like that, but literally all the secret objectives are the same, I think. But most secret objectives are the same, and they basically involve you fighting boos and things like that on these levels, and they're probably the most unoriginal part of the DLC. And that's basically what I'm trying to say, is that I like the rest of it. I like the rest of the DLC, but this part of the game kind of feels a little unoriginal. Like they just slapped on some ghost-type enemies in levels we've already played before. And I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that. I do really enjoy these levels, and I stand by what I said in the previous level, where I think this adds enough content to justify the $6 purchase, and I still strongly believe that they could have charged $10 for this instead. But that's just my personal opinion. And also, this has been bugging me for a very long time, but when I was doing research for the original Let's Play, and I swear I even saw this at one point, but there's supposed to be an orange ghost that appears underneath the tracks over here. I don't know if it appears in this level too, but I am confident that it's there, and I'm not entirely sure if it's in this level or not. So I'm going to be waiting for a moment to see if it does appear, and I'm going to give it like a couple minutes or something like that. And if it does appear, great. If it doesn't, then we're just going to move on to better things. I've been here for a couple minutes already and it hasn't appeared, so let's just say that it doesn't appear in this level and just call it a day. If it does appear, then please send me a video of the ghost appearing underneath the train tracks. I'm pretty sure it is in the Wii U version, although I was able to get a neighbor's picture of it one time, and if I could find that picture on my computer somewhere, then I'll post a caption on screen somewhere, or picture, or whatever I'm going to be doing when I edit this video. But let's take care of these last couple of boos, light up the final torch, and collect our sweet, sweet reward. And I just want to make sure that there's another coin right here, because I really want to be 128, so we get divided by 2 and get 64, and we can't, and it makes me sad. Oh well, I'm just going to draw a smiley face in this thing right here. That didn't really work out that well. Anyway, Super Crumb. And with that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Captain Treasure Tracker Nintendo Switch. In the next episode, we'll be going towards Spinning Star Maze. And until next time, liguri to you. Oh yeah. Alright, the first thing I can recommend is turn off your headlamp as soon as possible, because the secret objective this time around is to complete this level without taking any damage. And as we kind of figured out by now, oh my goodness! What is wrong with these stupid Shy Guys? They're so rude and evil, and they want to hurt Toad. They're fired. They are fired from this game.